Why is there England flags everywhere? Yo, there's just England flags everywhere. I get patriotism, but now I'm just scared. Get out of my fucking country, right?
Well, no, now it's in England. The flag itself is problematic. Your country is being determined by, or the direction of it, by people who have no business being there in the first place. Okay, let's be like Europe. Let's go to Europe. What does that look like? Well, not only are people completely disarmed, not only are people being raped in record numbers, not only are people terrified, but they really are no longer a thing. England is no longer a nation. Make the case, if you're not allowed to fly your own flag, if that's a problem, you no longer have a national identity. You no longer have a nation. And this was, I believe, this was one of the videos that went viral that was a catalyst, but we also have a montage.
Oh my God, look at it here. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I know that sounds absurd, right? Just like, it's absurd. What, you think the LGBTQ are coming for your kids? No one's telling you can't fly your flag. Remember when we said, hey, you know, when they start removing these statues, we're going to remove all statues because no one is perfect, right? Abraham Lincoln. Oh, that's right. We did get to that. George Washington, of course. Thomas Jefferson, of course. Like at a certain point, they just hate the country. They want to remove any and all symbolism. And people say, oh, come on, no one's talking about, we're just talking about the Confederate flag. We're just talking about, you know, a few people who are problematic. Well, no, now it's in England. The flag itself is problematic. Your country is being determined by, or the direction of it, by people who have no business being there in the first place. And rather than stopping the actual crime, this will be the remove flag montage, the local authorities are enabling the lawless criminals in removing them.
If people want to display it, you know, fine on that their own property, but I don't think you've got the right to go out and paint public property.
You're like the one from, you know, Trump. You know his bird.
I'm happy to let
He's quite pretty as well.
So I have to take my England flag off to come into establishment in England. Madness, isn't it?
Jen's happy to serve you again. But
do you not think there's an issue with that? Like this pub will not let anyone in with an English flag, which is absolutely ridiculous, really.
Why is there England flags everywhere? Yo, there's just England flags everywhere. I get patriotism, but now I'm just scared. Get out of my fucking country, right?
Oh, it's your country.
That's English.
Yeah.
I thought it was England. And that's the English flag?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily know how to take that other than, well, kick them out. Grow some balls, England.
If they were taking down American flags in England, I'd be like, oh, good.
Yeah, like, I get it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful flag.
Yeah.
That's my favorite, but yeah, that's not your country.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess, you know, obviously like the embassy, but outside of that, all right.
Yeah, put your boring one up with the red cross.
Yeah. Well, the next thing, going back to that guy saying, hey, if you want to put it up on your own property, here's the problem, right? The laws exist sort of in their own, I guess I should say microcosm, but culture is often what determines it. And so before you even necessarily get to the law that it's illegal to fly the English flag on your own property, that's always what they do. Whatever you want to do in your own time, right? Just like whatever you want to do with your own business. You won't be forced to bake the cakes for the gay wedding. You can do whatever you want. The culture determines it to be impermissible, which is why the left is so effective. And here is actually the video that went viral that brought this to the forefront, at least for the rest of the Western world, where a man was flying a flag on his own property. And here's a little pissant.
And I just don't think this represents what we want to be showing around to everyone.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but you're worried about the English flag in the English country garden.
Well, yeah, it can be considered quite offensive nowadays.
Our flag can be offensive in England.
Yeah, there's plenty of people in this neighbourhood who would take offence to that just being up right now.
Are you having a laugh or something? Where do you live?
I'm being serious,
Where
mate.
do you live?
I'm from England, man. But
there you go. There's your flag.
No, I'm seriously. It's offensive. It's not the 1950s anymore, mate. We can't be having the England flag.
And this went viral, and here you can stop it. I think that might have been, by the way, a work. It might have been fake, but it was everywhere on Twitter yesterday, which thankfully ended up being a catalyst for what you actually see as a matter of policy. But a lot of people believed it. I think it might be fake. A lot of people believed it because it's actually happening.
Yes.
In England. If you want to blame somebody for fake news, how about you blame the media who just told you Trump was, mentioned Trump and not kill Trump now? How about you blame the media who hours late still didn't give you the most relevant information regarding one of the tragedies that we were all living through? It opens the door to people who can just tell you anything. You know why? Because people no longer trust their institutions, and they shouldn't. Now, the solution is not to go out there and peddle fake news. We saw a lot of that yesterday.
Yeah.
But if we're going to place the blame anywhere, let's place the blame where it belongs. And to be really clear, communism, these people are communists. We still can't get to the segment of Mamdani. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, because I really want to see this Cuban guy just clean his clock.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Communism, feminism, hey, we're at the point. You have a culture, you have society that there aren't enough strong men around to stop it. You need strong men to stop the transitioning of children. You need strong men to say, no, we're going to fly our flag. Shut up. You need strong men to be dismissive, bombastic, curt in preserving the principles of their country. You call it toxic. I call it necessary, as it has always been.
By the way, what flag do they want them to fly? The Union Jack? Is that what they're wanting? I mean,
they don't want them to fly anything.
Well, the flag of the British Empire? Do you get the last word?
I don't think they want any flag.
They're going to let them fly a flag. They let them fly a flag. You're talking about the colonizer flag? You're putting yourself in a bit of a corner here, because you said that was wrong and that's evil, and having an empire is evil. Let's just go back to being England. We can't go back to England, mate. It's not 1950.
Yeah.
Like, well, what the hell do you want?
It's Bangladesh now.
Destruction of the country.
Yep.
That is what they want. Don't allow it, England.
They're globalists, man.
Yeah.
Whether they want to use that term or not, they're globalists. They don't want national pride anywhere. You can see it in Europe, everywhere in Europe, every one of those countries that lets these migrants come in everywhere. They're offended by the German flag. They're offended by the French flag, the English flag. They don't want a flag. They don't want a border. They want to go wherever they want. They want to put, some of them want to put up an Islamic flag, sure. Yeah. But they're globalists. They don't want to have national pride.
They don't want strong men. Because let's just go back. Let's go back to World War II. Do you think that people who had a strong sense of national identity and pride in their country would be more likely or less likely to be conquered? Do you think that a father who leads his own household and says, no, the state's not going to come in and tell me what gender my child is, would be more likely or less likely to be controlled? Do you think a household where one person is home full-time raising those children as opposed to the state is more likely or less likely to be propagandized or indoctrinated? Do you think that somebody who can buy whatever food they want because they work, pay taxes, and are a contributing member of society is more likely or less likely than someone on SNAP, EBT, in affordable housing to need your handouts? The left wants weak people, and the left is completely complicit and okay with using evil as a tool to instill fear in you. Why? Because if you're afraid and you're poor, you need them. You need government. If you're strong, even if you're not wealthy or prosperous, but if you're strong and if you're content, it's a lot harder for them to control you. Smoke some more weed, take some more puberty blockers, drink some more Fanta on Snap, put your kids in school for 8 hours a day while you both go work for your corporate overlords, and even if you do all this, we're going to take your guns and take your kids away if you don't play ball. Or, just send them to Minnesota because it's a sanctuary state. Hey, do you like what you saw? I don't know how, because it's on YouTube and we have to cut all the good parts out. So you should tune in live weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern on Rumble. We can still speak freely and even use words like and get and
so.
Whoa. You've been here this whole time?
Yeah. Snuck in.